So you know Gina Ortega is one of my favorite celebrities out there because she doesn't take no BS from the weirdos in the industry. But apparently this new project on Netflix that has supposedly everybody tripped off because of the age gap when she is literally an adult. So I don't understand why everybody is upset about this. I mean, I've seen the movie on YouTube. I mean, it's not a full film, but it's like a person narrating and talking about the movie and reviewing the plot points and all of that. So there's exactly what movies are supposed to do. I mean, Cody's is the worst one, beyond the worst one. But this one with Ortega and an adult teacher, I don't see anything controversial about it at all. I mean, it's supposed to tell a story of how things are in real life between a teacher and a student having sexual relationships, even though he's married and she's a student. I mean, I think this is based off a college campus, but not in high school. So it makes sense as to why they're doing that. So I don't see anything controversial about it. I mean, they're both adults at the end of the day. But the ones that are upset about it are probably just for the left. That's what they do. Netflix's new thriller is highly controversial, but viewers are hooked on it. There's no such thing as bad publicity, as the proverb goes, and Miller's Girl is demonstrating how wise those words are. Recently released on Netflix, this sensual thriller is stirring up a lot of debate and making some social media pundits quite angry. Nonetheless, the film has gained a lot of popularity on Netflix and is presently ranked at number 2, only behind the romantic comedy Anyone But You. It seems to be on track to take the top spot on Netflix thanks to its quick ascent up the rankings. It's evident that the controversy isn't deterring viewers, nor it is dismal 29% on Rotten Tomatoes rating. But if you've missed the online conversation and are intriguing as to why this film has become so continuous, I'm here to provide you with all of the information you require. Miller's Girls delves into romance between Jonathan Miller and Curio Sweet, star of the Wednesdays Netflix series. The first is an 18-year-old high school. Oh, so this is high school, okay. The first is an 18-year-old high school senior, and the second is Curio's creative writing professor, who is feeling stuck in his miserable marriage and struggling with severe writer's block. When Curio is asked to write a college admission essay for Yale University about her greatest achievement to date, she struggles with inspiration in a similar way. She chose to approach her teacher in an attempt to get an experience that would be worthy of a blog post, spurred on by her best friend's foolish support. The boundaries between instructor and pupil are blurred as Serial and Miller get closer, and their connection grows more inappropriate. The thrill of their forbidden relationship is overwhelming them both, yet there is always a chance that their imperial affair will come to light. The main source of criticism surrounding Miller's Girl is the age. Seriously, we're doing this shit again? They're both adults. Seriously, why is it every time I go to social media and I see old and young relationship when they are adults? Adults. Not everybody is meant to date somebody their own age. If the person that they're with is making them comfortable based on sexual experience, based on real love, it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, this is fantasy. This is not real. Y'all take anything society is doing seriously. And we're still dealing with this. I don't get it. The main source of criticism is surrounding Miller's Girl is the age disparity between its two characters, Sario and Miller, as well as the consequently large age gap between the show's stars. The age difference between Ortega and Freeman is 31. They even have been born in different centuries. Okay, but why do people care about the age gap? I mean, it's not like she's 13 and he's 34. That's predatory. She's in her 20s, he's in his middle age, but they're both adults at the end of the day. So I don't understand why is everybody having an issue with it. I don't get it. I don't get it. The majority of the criticism has focused on the moment in particular. It is an intimate moment. I won't give anything away here, but you can probably assume that concerns have also been raised over the film's treatment of the touchy themes of power dynamics and consent. I mean, if it's consensual, then yeah, but if it's not consensual, then it's a problem. Freeman responded to the criticism, calling the film grown up and nonads, and emphasizes that it doesn't necessarily support the connection between its two characters. In a recent interview with Times of London, this seems like a really valid point. A movie does not necessarily encourage bad behavior just because it shows it. I mean, basically, he just said it though. I mean, it's facts. But at the end of the day, it's still a fantasy story, not a real life story. I mean, it's based off of real life events, but that doesn't mean that it's real. And I think a lot of people need to get that out of their heads. Intimacy coordinator Christina Anjona was also present on set throughout filming. She previously spoke with the Daily Mail last year to emphasize that none of the actors were placed in uncomfortable situations and that the movie's explicit scenes were handled with appropriate tact and respect. Exactly. So I don't understand why everybody is tripping about it. It's just a movie. I mean, if there were some behind the scenes issues, I'm sure they're gonna be probably coming out and talking about it, and people are gonna end up going crazy on social media, especially feminists that take anything that this post say is seriously. Like, y'all, they're professionals. They're not real people. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that sometimes adults do adult things, whether it's a older man with a younger woman who's in her 20s and early 30s, which is adults doing adult things. And if they're doing a project, which means that they are actors, they are professional actors doing professional things. So you see what the post says is that they were present while filming scenes, and if it's consensual, then yes, it's allowed. Therefore, you may be wondering if Miller's Girl is worth adding to your Netflix watch list. If the controversy doesn't bother you and if you feel comfortable with the film's delicate subject matter, answering the question is pretty difficult. Its widespread appeal to the largest streaming service globally with surely persuade a large number of users to give it a try and see what all of the excitement is about. The film received mostly negative reviews after its January 3rd premiere, and its audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is only 42. Who cares about Rotten Tomatoes? It's about what the viewers think, not what critics on Rotten Tomatoes think. If I personally said that I enjoyed it, then I'm going to let you know how I feel. I'm not going to go on the website and see what all the critics are saying. Who cares? I think we all got to understand one thing. At the end of the day, this is Hollywood. It's a fantasy. It's not real. So y'all got to understand that age is nothing but a number. It's nothing but a number. So I don't hear y'all crying about an older woman doing things to a younger man, and yet When a man is doing it, it's a problem. Make it make sense.